am just like my mother. She's never satisfied. I always stopped singing at that point because I was like, yeah, I'm never satisfied. Just like my mother. What does that mean? We'll never know. I miss him already. I've been crying all week. I know. You got to laugh at this point because you don't want to see me cry. Anyway, I think in the last couple of days we have remembered the power of art in our lives. So I think it's appropriate that tonight I'm here to present the 2016 Visionary Voice Award, which is given in recognition of artwork that challenges our current ways of thinking and raises our collective consciousness so that we can achieve a better future together. Let's be honest. When we go to the movies, we tend to go there to escape. We buy our popcorn, our Raisinets. That's what I get. I don't know about you, maybe M&M's, peanuts perhaps. We get in our very plush seat. I go to ArcLight. If you're going to the Grove, I'm sorry. Too many commercials. If I want commercials, I'll stay home and watch The Voice. What? I love The Voice. We get in our very plush seat and we wait for the lights to go down and to take the weight of the world with them. It feels good. But sometimes, as in the case of our honoree this evening, we get a little more. Sometimes we sit in that seat and find that escape isn't exactly what we needed. In fact, we find that what we needed was our lives and our experiences reflected back at us. We find that what actually feels good is being seen and understood. And sometimes we're challenged to see beyond ourselves. And we get a little wake-up call about the marginalized voices in our world. Voices we need to focus on so that we might understand, so that we might empathize, and perhaps even be transformed and called to action. Our award recipient this year is a leader in bringing audience stories on film that reflect the human experience, and they actually mean all humans. They take big risks by challenging audiences with an impressive slate of award-winning movies that definitely pass the Bechdel test. Yes, go ahead. I'll hold for applause. Their long-standing commitment to increasing diversity and inclusion is apparent not only on screen, but also behind the camera as well. They've truly changed our world. And thanks to them, we all know what that club was buying in Dallas. That you always got to give them hope when we met Harvey Milk. That the kids are definitely going to be all right. And that Brokeback Mountain is a pretend place where bluebirds sing and there's a whiskey spring. All right, whiskey. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Focus Features.
All men are created equal. Welcome to the Dallas Buyers Club.
Come give us a hug before you go. Hugs.
Hug her, that's what she's there for.
Is that something you'd like to tell me?
Is there something you'd like to know? Every morning, I promise myself that I will spend the entire day as a man. But I think Lily's thoughts. I dream her dreams. I believe that I'm a woman.
And I believe it too.
You know, it could be like this, just like this, always.
I'm gay.
He was gay the whole time they were married.
You like me to be with someone like me. I like Andy because he isn't like me.
I got one life. I wanted to mean something.
My spirit takes journey, my spirit takes flight, and I'm not running, I am choosing. I'm free.
Without hope, life is not worth living. You gotta give them hope. You gotta give them hope.
Please welcome Focus Features CEO, Peter Kozowski.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Listen, I need to first and foremost express how truly, truly humbled and honored I am to be in the same room with Abby Land, who's saved so many young people's lives already. And Subi Nahas, who is such a brave, brave advocate for human rights. I work in the movie business, so I'm not often in the presence of real-life heroes. But I am tonight, and I'm awestruck and truly, truly grateful. I also want to applaud the Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles for their continued work and commitment to changing hearts and minds through the power of music. Thank you. As chairman of a film company, I quite honestly do not belong on this stage. Unlike our hosts and the fellow honorees tonight, Focus Features is a crass commercial enterprise. We put simple metrics in place when making creative decisions which are designed to maximize our profit agenda. And look, I don't mean to reveal the secret formula, but it's actually really obvious and embarrassing. Universal themes sell movie tickets. So falling in love, living together as a family, experiencing one last moment of passion in life, trying to become your best and true self, these are all things that everyone can understand and relate to. These are, I believe, mutual hopes and desires which are part of our DNA as a species, and they are experiences that are shared across time and borders and cultures. So in short, they're good business, but what they are not is controversial. So please don't get me wrong. On behalf of everyone at Focus, we are tremendously proud and grateful to be honored here tonight. But this is honestly tempered with an unshakable disappointment that we live in a world where telling these types of stories is in itself considered award-worthy behavior. The awards that we most cherish at Focus are the stories we hear back from our audiences. Having been a part of the company from the very beginning 14 years ago, I can tell you that the foundational belief on which the company was built under the leadership of James Schamus and David Lindy and Andrew Karpin, and then that of Peter Schlessel, and which will continue to operate under my own, is that movies are an important and meaningful part of how people connect with each other. I remember when we were doing Brokeback Mountain. We received so many letters and emails from people telling us how a parent or sibling who had ostracized them when they came out reconnected with them after seeing the film. A few years later, when we did The Kids Are All Right, we heard from kids and parents about how much it meant to them that they were finally able to spend a night at the movies as a family, watching a family that looked like their own. And last year with The Danish Girl, one of our actors, Jake Graff, screened the film with his mother. And they both hugged and cried as they recognized emotions from Jake's own journey portrayed on screen. Some may see controversy in these stories, but all we at Focus see is a simple and beautiful collection of stories about our shared humanity. I expect that we will receive more letters this year when we release Loving, which tells the true story of Richard and Mildred Loving. These were two ordinary people, one of whom happened to be African American, one of whom happened to be white. The Lovings just wanted to be able to get married and to raise a family, but they had to endure a near decade-long struggle of imprisonment and exile before the Supreme Court ruled in favor of their basic human right to love each other. Their love for one another made all of us stronger. I'm certain that someday soon we're going to live in a world in which telling such simple stories from a specific point of view won't earn you a place in the room with true heroes who are literally saving lives. And I speak with confidence on this because I know something that those who would fight against these stories do not. This is that they have already lost. Focus is still in business because the human spirit does not recognize the stories we tell as controversial. And every success our business finds is fueled by a chorus of voices uniting in joy over the beauty of these human tales. We are tremendously grateful to GMCLA for the work they do and for applauding our efforts. And we are happy to be here with such a strong community tonight. But please rest assured that we have a bottom line to protect. So all of us at Focus are going to be back at work on Monday morning, and we will never, ever stop telling these stories. Thank you.